Good afternoon, Tudor Liliana. As usual, I'm here and ready for my session number 5 with Group B. I'm going to wait for my students to arrive. I just sent the link, the Hangouts link to their mails, invitation through this media and Skype too. So I'm waiting for them.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Hey Patricia, how are you? Been waiting for you here.
I am fine, teacher.
Okay, glad to hear that. And I hope you are ready to learn new things and practice much more, okay?
Okay, teacher.
All right, so we're going to wait for more students to arrive into the session. So 2 or 3 minutes, okay?
Okay, teacher.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, my friends, it's 10 minutes past 2. It's enough time for us to be starting the session. Thank you, Patricia, for being here. Catherine, would you please activate your camera to know you're there? Now I can see you, Catherine. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And you?
Fine. Catherine, is that the one you are driving the motorcycle? The picture you
Yes,
have?
I have a big motorcycle.
Wow, and is that you who appears on the picture?
No,
No, that's
soon.
not you. All right. Be careful with these motorcycles. Okay, my girls, let's start today's session. We're going to have a little reminder about the things we did on the previous session. So, Catherine, please remember the group about the things we did last session.
We worked about past, past tense, simple past tense, and we reviewed the grammatical structure. We did some examples, some writing exercises, and we practiced uh, conversation. We told our activities in past tense.
Okay, thank you. Patricia, please remember something about the previous lesson.
In the last section,
Yeah?
mm, and we can see that the simple packs in its form affirmative and some rule grammatical. And this um, this was basical rules
Basic.
and basic rules for about the simple packs. No more,
Okay,
I
thank
don't
you.
remember.
Yeah, no problem. Well, okay, girls. Remember that we had the opportunity to work with verbs. We split the verbs in regular verbs and then irregular verbs. I advise the group to be careful with the pronunciation of these verbs in past form, especially these ones which are regular. Remember that we only add d, ed, or ied, depending on the final part of the verb or the last letter of the verb. So we have to modify these verbs, but we have to be very careful with the pronunciation. Remember that this verb take three possible pronunciations: D, T, and ID. We also had the opportunity to watch a video where an American explained the pronunciation and the distribution of these verbs. Okay, so we have to be careful. When you become the teacher, let your students know about how important is to pronounce these verbs in the correct form. Okay, so take this always on mind. Well, we are going to start working negative, yes, no questions, and information questions, and at the end we will have a reading exercise. So please get some paper. If you don't have some, get some paper and a pen or a pencil, ladies. Well, can see you are ready. I'm going to share a powerful presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. It is the same I used the previous lesson, but this time we are going to concentrate on negative, negative statements. Okay. Catherine, do you know how to form negative sentences in English using the past simple? You have any idea?
We need to use the auxiliary, do, but plus not or don't, then
Okay. You are
the verb.
confused because that auxiliary verb is used for present simple, and this time is past. Patricia, you know what auxiliary verb we
Um,
need to use?
Did,
Did.
did.
That's right.
The auxiliary verb for the
Okay,
simple
Catherine.
past.
So don't forget, did.
yeah.
Did is for past simple. It was a lapsus. Don't worry. Okay, so that's right. So we have to use the word did plus not, or the contracted form, which is didn't. Some people pronounce didn't, which is not correct. So please take on mind that the correct pronunciation is didn't. If you ever say didn't, it is not correct. So it's not necessary to pronounce letter E. Dida. No. Try to say didi, didi, didn't. Okay, can I hear that word from you, Catherine, please? Say didn't.
Didn't.
That's right. Patricia, can you please say didn't?
With R, didn't, or
Didn't. E-E-E.
didn't.
Didn't.
Didn't. Okay.
Okay, so don't say didn't. Well, I'm going to show the PowerPoint presentation at this time, and there you can see the negative statement sequence. Please take a look at these four images, and you will find out that the first word is the pronoun or is a subject. After that, we find the word didn't, which is the negative, and take a look. Concentrate that when we negate a sentence in past, the present form appears. So it's not necessary to use the past simple form of the verb in negative statements. Always use the present form of the verb. Well, for the first picture we have they didn't dance pop music. Next we have they didn't play basketball. Number three we have he didn't eat a hot dog. And the final one, he didn't see the boy. In yellow letters you will find the structure for negative using the auxiliary didn't and the word in present form, okay? Catherine, would you please read these four examples?
Sorry, teacher.
Would you please read these four samples?
Okay. They didn't dance pop music.
Yeah.
They didn't play basketball. He didn't eat a hot dog. He didn't see the boy.
Okay, thank you. Patricia, will you please read the same examples? Patricia, you there?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
They didn't dance but music. They didn't play basketball. He didn't eat a hot dog. And the next, I don't know,
You
the
can see
lyrics.
that? All right. He didn't see the boy. All right,
Yes.
so as you can see, these are the components or the sequence for a negative statement in English using the past simple. So the first word is the subject, after the auxiliary verb in negative form, the present form of the verb, and the complement. So these are the components for a negative statement in English. Okay, ladies, here we have the first exercise for today, working out negative statements, and the exercise one reads, look at the verbs. The teacher will assign a verb to any of you. Say a negative sentence about you using it. So you please, in 20 seconds, take a look at these verbs for 20 seconds. Okay, so the first verb is for Catherine, all right? And the verb is broke, broke. So, will you please say a sentence in negative form using the verb broke?
Um, eh, broke.
Catherine, you have your TV on?
Yes, teacher. Sorry.
Can you please turn it off or turn the volume down? Okay. Well, okay, tell us a sentence in negative form using the verb broke.
Um, I didn't. Mm, I didn't broke um, the glass.
Okay,
Was my
Catherine,
sister.
Catherine, please, if you have a television near you, will you please turn it off because the sound is not clear. There is interference. Okay, that is much better. That's better. Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, would you please repeat the sentence? It was not clear for me.
I didn't break the glass. That was my sister.
Okay? I didn't break. That's right.
Break.
Break. Yeah, I think in the first sentence you said broke. I
Broke.
didn't broke, right? It was a mistake. Okay, Patricia, the verb to you is listen. Please tell us a sentence in negative form using the verb listen.
They didn't listen a lot music.
Okay, the exercise is in first person, because the
I'm first.
exercise says, yes, say a negative sentence about you. So let's not say they or we or he or she, all right?
Okay,
Only
teacher.
I. Please repeat that one.
I listen. I did. I didn't listen music yesterday.
Okay, I didn't listen to music, okay? Listen
Oh,
to.
I'm sorry to music.
Use the preposition to after listen.
Two.
So I didn't listen to music yesterday. That's
Sir,
right, Catherine.
this
Huh?
this this preposition to
Yep.
always uh, before music always.
Oh, to is after listen. If you
Um,
listen to a person, it goes before the person. Listen to the teacher. Listen to the
mm,
news. Listen to
always.
music. Always, yeah. Listen to.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Catherine, uh, please say a sentence using but in negative form.
Um, I didn't buy skirts. I don't like it.
I didn't buy.
Skirts.
What's that? Jerks.
Skirts, woman clothes.
Oh, a skirt.
Skirt.
Ah, skirt.
I don't like
Okay.
them.
No, you don't like skirts.
No.
Women look beautiful with skirts.
But are uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable for you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. Well, Patricia, the next verb for you is found. Please tell us a sentence using the verb found in negative form.
I didn't find. Mm, mm, I didn't find uh, but in my table.
On my table. Okay, good. Catherine, the next one for you is closed.
Hello, Viviana.
I didn't close the door yesterday.
Okay, you forgot to close the door yesterday, so I didn't close. That's right. Patricia, the next verb for you is went. Please tell us a sentence using went in negative form.
Um, I did go to school.
Repeat.
I did go to school.
No. Negative, auxiliary verb in negative.
I did go.
I
I didn't.
didn't.
I'm sorry.
I
I didn't.
didn't.
I didn't go to school.
When? This morning, yesterday, last week. Let's remember that we have to use complements. Complements give further information about the verb. So sometimes it's not complete. If we say, I didn't go to school, yeah, that's right, it's correct. But we need more information about the action.
Okay, teacher.
Catherine, the next verb for you is finished.
I didn't finish the work for for the last courses.
For the last,
No, I didn't finish the work for a courses. I had to deliver it yesterday.
okay, for a course. A course, no course. Course is
Course.
something different. All
Okay.
right, and Patricia, the last verb to give you is clean. Please tell us a sentence in negative form using clean.
I didn't clean my house in the morning.
Okay. Patricia, you will have to correct the word didn't, okay? Remember the observation I made at the beginning? Didn't.
Didn't.
Didn't. Yeah, yeah. Please use that
Okay.
way. Didn't. Stop saying didn't. Okay, girls, this is the end of the first exercise, and it takes us to do exercises on our minds. Quick reaction is necessary to do so. Okay. Now I can see BB.
Hi,
How are you, BB?
fine, thank you. A little
Where have
late,
you
sorry.
been?
I was having lunch.
Oh, really? Did you save something for me?
No, sorry.
No. Okay. I love eating chicken. Next
I
time you
was
eat
eating
chicken.
chicken.
Oh, it's my favorite food. Okay, Bibi, welcome to this session. We were doing an exercise related to negative statements. As you
Okay,
can see, we have the exercise one on the screen. Look at the verbs, and the teacher will assign a verb to any of you. Say a negative sentence about you using it. That's what we did, all right?
all right.
Um, you have some paper near you and a pen?
Yeah,
Okay, let's continue. Let's see what we have next. Okay, so is there anything you want to ask me or something you are not sure about forming the sentences in our way or written way in past simple form? Or it's no problem for any of you? No, it's correct. Remember the pronunciation for the auxiliary verb didn't. Well, let's continue. Well, if you take a look to these images, we have exercise 2. And it reads, look at the pictures and say, what didn't happen? What happened then? So for every picture, you will have to write an affirmative sentence saying what didn't happen and the opposite thing. Is that clear for you? Or it's not clear, it's confusing? Is that clear?
clear.
Okay, so you have 5 minutes to solve this exercise. So
Teacher,
for every, huh? Yep.
in the affirmative form,
No, it's negative. Look at the pictures and say what didn't. What didn't happen? So the first sentence is negative. The second part of the exercise is what happened then? I am going to give you an example about me. I didn't eat fish today. I ate meat. All right, the first sentence is negative. I didn't eat fish today. I ate meat. All right, so for every picture, try to do the same, 2 sentences, right? You have 5 minutes for this. Proceed, please.
I finished.
Everybody finished? You ready? Okay, Bibi, we are going to start with you. So you please tell us the sentences you have prepared.
All right. The first one. The woman didn't buy clothes, she bought shoes. Number
Next.
2. The girl didn't go to work, she stayed at home watching TV.
Okay.
The boy didn't ride the car, she watched the car.
Okay.
Um, the next one, the man didn't call his phone, he called his wife.
Okay.
The man didn't have a good day, he had a lot of trouble at work.
Okay, perfect.
The woman didn't drink tea, they drank coffee.
Repeat that one, please.
The women didn't drink tea, they drank coffee.
Okay, perfect. That's right. Catherine, it's your turn. Will you please?
She didn't buy a dress. She bought a red shoes. She didn't work yesterday. She watched TV all day. He didn't clean the car on weekend. He did it this morning.
Okay.
They didn't go to shopping. They drank a coffee. And no more. Sorry.
They drank a coffee? No, they drank coffee.
Okay. They drank coffee.
Okay, you didn't do more? There were 6
No
exercises,
more.
no? Okay, no problem. Patricia, will you please read your examples? Patricia, will you please read your examples?
I'm sorry. Um, he didn't wash his car because he didn't not have soap. Is correct?
No, the first sentence is okay, but the second part is not okay. Repeat that example.
Mm, he he didn't he didn't wash his car because he didn't he didn't have soap.
Okay. Look, we have to combine 2 sentences. It's not necessary to expand information telling why. So let's do it in the short way or the easy way. So you can say he didn't wash the motorcycle. It's negative. He didn't watch the motorcycle. And after that you say he washed the car. Okay, so it's a combination of 2 sentences. One which is negative and the other one which is affirmative. You have one more example?
No, teacher.
Only
Other
one?
but is bad.
Okay, you just please say that example even though you think it's wrong. What is it?
Mm, and she didn't buy a shoes. Buy a shoes. Is incorrect.
Yeah, that's right, because you are using the article a. A is un or una in Spanish, right? And you are making it negative, and that sentence is affirmative. Take a look at the picture. She bought shoes. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, I'm sorry.
I am going to read my examples, And if you are confused, maybe you clarified it a little bit. Okay, for the first picture, I have, she didn't buy a dress. She bought
Mm,
shoes. Okay, so my first sentence is negative. She didn't buy a dress. She bought shoes. For the next picture, I
mhm,
have, she didn't watch the news. She watched a movie. For the next picture, he didn't watch the motorcycle. He washed the car. In the same order, down. The first picture, he didn't call a client. He called Susie. Next, he didn't work. He wasted time. And the final one, the women didn't drink beer. They drank coffee. As you can see, I had the combination I talked to you about first. The negative, didn't, and the verb. And the second part, affirmative, and the verb in past. The verb in my cases is the same. Buy, bought. Next one is watch, watched. The next one is washed, wash. The next one, call, called. The next one, work and waste. It was different there. And finally, I use drunk and drink, negative and
mhm.
affirmative. Okay, maybe I was not clear enough. Maybe my instructions were not so clear. If this no, teacher, the exercise is not clear. Can you please explain again, or will you please repeat the exercise again? Okay, so feel truthful that I will help you in any way. Well, for the next exercise, exercise 3, we continue working negative statements, but this time you're going to tell the teacher and the partners about the things you didn't do yesterday. So you please write down 3 or 4 sentences telling me about the things you didn't do yesterday, okay? So in 2 minutes, tell me 3 or 4 sentences. Okay, Bibi, can you please share your examples, the things you didn't do yesterday?
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't buy fruits yesterday, and I didn't go to church yesterday, and I didn't watch TV yesterday.
Okay, you did nothing yesterday.
I work and I study and I clean the house. I did many things.
All right, yeah, you did something different. Okay, Catherine, please let us know about the things you didn't do yesterday.
I had to go to the bank in the morning, but I didn't get up on time. I
Uh-huh,
didn't send money to my sister because I didn't go to the bank, and
uh-huh.
I didn't finish my works for university.
Okay, good. And now, Patricia, will you tell us your examples?
I I didn't study English yesterday because I was working. I didn't watch videos, and I didn't to the exercise because I was working. I'm sorry.
No, no problem. Don't feel sorry.
No more. I don't have.
Okay, thank you. Now I am going to speak about the things, some of the things I didn't do yesterday. Well, girls, I didn't visit my mother. I didn't see Yo Me Llamo. I didn't go to a supermarket. I didn't eat chicken for lunch. And I didn't evaluate my students at Sena. I did many different things, but the things I just listed are the things I didn't do, okay? Well, so we finish with this exercise 3, the negative statement section. I hope you had no problems with this. Now we are going to move on with yes, no questions. Baby, can you please tell the girls how you ask yes, no questions in past simple form?
Okay, when you're using past simple, you need the auxiliary do, but in past tense did, and then you the subject, the principal verb, and the complement. For example, did you tell the teacher the truth?
Okay, so here again we have to use the present form of the verb, because we are using the auxiliary verb did.
Right, yes.
Remember that the auxiliary verb did takes past actions, so it's not necessary to transform the verb in past form. So take this on mind. Negative and yes, no questions. The verbs, the main verbs are in present form. Okay, now let's take a look at these 4 pictures we have on this slide, where the title is yes, no questions. The first word of the yes, no question is the auxiliary verb did. And pay special attention on the verb. Make, mop, scare, and meet. You see, they are present forms. So whenever you need to ask or say or write, whatever you need to do, don't forget the present form of the verb. And something important, these are questions. So it's also necessary to intonate the sentence as a question. So you have to raise your intonation a little bit when you finish the question. All right, so please take attention at this. Did Mary make breakfast? Intonation for a question. Did Billy mop the bedroom? Did the cat scare the mouse? Did John meet Steve? You see? So we have to rise up the intonation. Take this on mind, and when you teach this to your students, clarify. Because, you know, at Sena, when I tell the students to read some kind of these questions, they do it as if they were not questions. It's necessary, okay? It's just the same case as in Spanish. Intonation is reason. Okay, so now let's take a look at the answers, which are affirmative. And these affirmative answers are short answers, okay? When you are advanced, it's not necessary to tell the students to say the long answer because you are sure that the student is okay, is fine doing that exercise. But for beginners, it's important for you as a teacher to tell them to tell the right, the long answer, okay? But as a practice, little practice here, we just have the short answers. So, did Mary make breakfast? Yes, she did. That is enough, okay? Did Billy mop the bedroom? Yes, he did. Did the cat scare the mouse? Yes, it did. Did John meet Steve? Yes, he did. Look, we double affirmative in yes and in did. Yes, did, yes, did, yes, did. All of the answers. The only different thing is the subject. In the first one we have she, the second one he, the third one is they, and the final one is he, okay? Is there any question or something do you want me to repeat? Girls, please confirm. Girls, tell me. Any
For me,
problem?
yeah.
Yeah, it's clear. For
It's
Patricia
clear.
is clear. Vivi is clear. Catherine clear.
Yes.
Clear.
All right, so you don't have the right to make mistakes in these examples. Well, now let's move on. Yes, no questions, but in negative answers. PV, will you please help me reading the exercises, the questions, and the answers?
All right. Did Lucy call her father? No, she didn't. Did the woman buy flowers? No, she didn't. Did they watch a movie? No, they didn't. Did the girl sweep the jar? No, she didn't.
Can you explain the group about these kind of negative answers?
The group.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this negative is the same. You use auxiliary, did, the subject, the principal verb in the simple form, and in the answer, use double negative, no and didn't.
That's correct. Thank you. Okay, in the case we need a long answer, Catherine, you please answer this question in a long way, okay? Not the short, the long way, Catherine. And the question is the first one. Did Mary make breakfast?
Yes, she did. She made breakfast.
Perfect. That's it. Number two. Catherine, did Billy mop the bedroom?
Yes, he did. He mopped the bedroom. Mop,
What is the past
mop
form
it.
of mop?
I don't know. I think it's mop it. Mop, mop,
Mopped.
mopped,
Mopped.
mopped,
Double P E D. Mopped.
mopped.
It is a regular verb. Well,
He
next
mopped
one
the
is
bedroom.
three. Did the cat scare the mouse?
Yes, he did. It scared, scared the mouse.
Okay. And the final one. Did John meet Steve?
Yes, he did. He met Steve.
He met.
Met.
He met
Meet
Steve
in present. Met in past.
in past. That's right.
Okay. Met.
Bibi, will you please give me the long answers for these questions? Did Lucy call her father?
No, she didn't call her father.
Did the woman buy flowers?
No, she didn't buy flowers.
Did they watch a movie?
No, they didn't watch a movie.
Did the girl sweep the yard?
No, she didn't sweat the jar.
That's right. Okay, this is simple. This is not complicated at all. Well, now let's go with exercise 4. And the exercise 4 reads, look at the pictures and match them with a verb from the list. Then, ask a yes-no question for affirmative answers. I am going to repeat. Look at the pictures and match them with a verb from the list. Then ask a yes-no question for affirmative answers. So the verbs we have are use, eat, drink, and run. You're going to give every picture a verb and ask a question where the answer is affirmative. Is that clear? Patricia, this is clear for you
Mm,
or
For
not?
every teacher, for every picture, I have that use a verb in the in the negative form.
No, we don't have negatives here. We only have yes no questions. All we have to form is a yes no question where the answer is affirmative. Similar
Oh,
similar to these examples. Okay, so as you can
yes.
see, all the answers are affirmative. So the questions perfectly match with the picture, okay? So do the same with these 4 pictures. A
Okay.
question for this, yes he did or yes she did, depending on the question, okay? For
Okay.
this activity, you have 2 or 3 minutes. Proceed, please. Okay, girls, you ready? Let's listen to Bibi. Would you please start reading your questions and your answers?
All right. Did I give money to the man? Yes, they did. Short answers or wrong answers.
No short answer.
Okay. Did they give money to the man? Yes, they did.
Okay.
Did the boys run fast? Yes, they did. They did.
Okay.
Did he use the computer? Yes, he did. Did those men drink beer? Yes, they did.
Perfect. Very good. Now, Catherine, would you please read your four examples?
Did she give a coin to the homeless? Yes, she did. Did they run in a race? Yes, they did. Did he use the computer all night? Yes, he did. Did they drink beer yesterday? Yes, they did.
Perfect. Very good. Patricia, would you please read your examples?
Did they drink beer? Yes, they did. Did they run now? Yes, they did. Did he write in the computer? Yes, he did.
And four.
I, I don't have this. Oh,
Okay, you don't have four. But in the previous example, you used write. Did he write? But write was not in the list of verbs, okay? But
right?
the example, yeah, the example is correct. Now, I am going to listen to my questions. For picture one, did the girl give some money to the beggar? Yes, she did. Did those men run in a marathon? Yes, they did. Did the boy use a computer? Yes, he did. Did they drink beer? Yes, they did. Okay, now we are going to ask opposite questions. Now, with the same pictures, we are going to ask a question where the answers are negative. Do you understand? So this time is not more affirmative, but it's negative. Do you understand the exercise?
Teacher, sorry, I don't
You don't
listen very
understand?
well.
Okay, I am going to repeat. We are going to write four more questions, but the questions must be answered in negative form. Four more questions, but negative form. Is it clear now? Vivi and Catherine is clear?
Yes,
Clear.
thank you.
Okay, you please proceed.
Four
Create
more
four, four,
questions
four,
for negative answers.
four negative answers, yeah. Okay, Catherine, will you please share your examples, the 4 questions and the negative answers?
Mm, did she give a lot of money to the homeless? No, she didn't. Did they run in couples? No, no, they didn't. Did he read all night? No, he didn't. They did they drink coffee? No, they didn't.
Okay, good. But you used a different verb in picture 3, but the question was okay. Vivi, will you please read your examples?
Okay. Did the girl give some food to the beggar? No, she didn't. Did those men run to work? No, they didn't. Did the boy use his telephone? No, he didn't. Did they drink chocolate? No, they didn't.
Okay, perfect. Patricia, will you please read your examples?
I have one because I don't have energy.
Repeat, Patricia.
I have a one sentence, a one
You have
question
one
because
example. Okay, read the
uh,
example, please.
did they drink water? No,
Water.
they didn't. Water. No,
Water.
they didn't.
No, they didn't. Is
Water,
that the only? Water. Water.
water.
Yeah, no water.
I'm sorry, but I don't have energy for my computer.
Okay, maybe we are going too fast. The important thing here is that you understand the topics and the way we use it, okay? Now, I am going to read my examples for negative answers. For one, did the girl give an apple to the beggar? No, she didn't. For picture 2, did they play tennis? No, they didn't. I used a different verb, you see? For number 3, did the boy use a tablet? No, he didn't. And last example, did they drink milk? No, they didn't. Okay, so as you can see, the combination for affirmative and negative answer is not complicated. We need to have a lot of vocabulary sometimes to create a possible question depending on the pictures we have. Well, now it's time for us to work out information questions. Information questions is different. Why, Vivi? Why they are different?
Because with the information question, you are answering with an information.
With some information, that's right. Do you remember what information questions we have in English?
Okay, we have many question words like what, where, how, when, why, who, which.
Do you remember more?
mm, how, okay, how is there? No?
Okay. Catherine, do you remember more information questions?
Whose and whom?
Uh-huh.
Um, no more.
Okay, I'm going to say, even though we have some on the screen, I am going to include them. Okay, so we can use what, where, how, when, who, how long, how far, whose,
Mm,
how with, why, which, right? So there are many possibilities for information question. Catherine, would you please tell the group what is the difference between yes, no questions and information questions?
Mm, maybe you need to use W's question, a
Yeah.
W's word.
What is the difference when we answer these questions?
Uh, you don't use yes or no.
In the answer, that's right.
Yes,
So
yes.
we can say that yes, no questions are closed questions. Yes, no questions, you only say two answers, or yes or no. But, but if we are using information questions, it's different. So I am going to ask you these questions we have on the screens and you tell me the answers you think is the correct, okay? Bibi, what did they say?
They said that they are going to have a party on Sunday.
Thank you. Catherine, what did they say?
Hello.
Yes, Catherine, what did they say?
Uh, I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe they are speaking other language.
But exactly, what did they say? Not what they are doing. What did they say?
Mm, I don't know, teacher. I don't understand.
Okay, Patricia, what did they say?
They say that they are happy.
Okay, good. Bibi, where did he find the keys?
He found the keys on the garage.
That's right. Catherine, where did he find the keys?
He found on the table.
He found the keys on the table. Patricia, where did he find the keys?
He find
He
is
found
his
he found
his
the keys.
he find there his
No,
found
he found the
that
keys.
in the bathroom.
Okay. Bibi, how did they travel?
They travel comfortable.
Catherine, how did they travel?
He tra- he they traveled um, mm, uncomfortable.
Okay. Patricia, how did they travel?
They travel very good.
Bibi, when did she die?
She died last year.
Catherine, when did she die?
She died 3 years ago.
Okay, Patricia, when did she die?
I don't have the answer for this.
Okay, so
Sorry.
if you compare all of your answers, there are many possibilities. When we are asked information questions, depends. For example, where did he find the keys? There are a lot of spaces. There are a lot of places to say a possible answer. So the answers are not exact. Where did he find the keys? He found the keys under the table. He found the keys on the drawer. He found the keys in the car. He found the keys out in the street. So we have many possibilities for an answer. So it is the biggest difference if we compare information to yes no questions, okay? So many possibilities. My answers, what did they say? They said hello and goodbye in Chinese. Where did he find the keys? He found the keys under the bed. How did they travel? They traveled by plane. When did she die? She died in 1987. Very different. answers. One thing to think about, okay? So it's the pronunciation and the intonation of information questions. They are not. You don't have to rise your intonation at the end. So you keep going the same sequence and you will say, what did they say? No, what did they say? So the intonation is not as a question. Where did he find the keys? How did they travel? When did she die? Okay, and we have the final exercise, and the exercise is a reading. Well, if you have your cell phones near you, please take a picture to this information, the information I'm showing you on the screen. Take a picture, or on your computer, you take a picture and save it, please. You will need this information for the questions and the exercise. This is slide 1, and please, this is slide 2. Take a picture of this one too. You ready?
Wait a minute. This is number one. Ah, this is number two.
Yeah, this is one. This is one.
Okay.
And this is two.
All right. I got them.
Okay. BB, it's your turn for reading. You will have the chance to read the whole article, okay? BB, go ahead. Read the article.
Wait a minute.
En la
I'm
cama.
trying. Okay.
Okay, proceed, please.
Ricky Martin was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico on December 24, 1971. He was always a performer. As a child, he appeared in television commercials and studied singing. At the age of 12, he joined the Latin boy band Menudo. He worked hard with them and he became very well known, but he left the group after 5 years. Martin moved to New York City, but he didn't work for a year. He was very frustrated, so he moved to Mexico City and got a part on a Mexican soap opera. Soon afterward, he recorded two Spanish language albums. After this success, he moved back to US.
Continue.
Okay. Back in the US, he appeared on an American soap opera and in the Broadway show Les Miserables. Then he made his first English language album. That album was called Ricky Martin. His biggest hit, Living La Vida Loca, was on that album. Now he's famous around the world. But he still works hard, and he still loves singing. As he said to a reporter from the newspaper USA Today, I want to do this forever.
Okay, thank you. Catherine, it's your turn for reading. Please proceed.
Okay. Ricky Martin was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico on December 24, 1971. He was always a performer. As a child, he appeared in in television commercials and started singing. At the age of 12, he joined the Latin boy band Menudo. He worked hard with them, and he became very well known, but he left the group after 5 years. Martin moved to New York City, but he didn't work for a year. He was very frustrated, He he moved to Mexico City and got a part on a Mexican soap opera. Soon afterward, he recorded two Spanish language albums. After this success, he moved back to the US. Back in the US, he appeared on an American soap opera and in the Broadway show Les Miserables. Then he made his first English language album. Then that album was called Ricky Martin. His biggest hit, his biggest hit, Living La Vida Loca, was on that album. He now he's famous around the world, but he still works hard and he still loves singing. As he said to a reporter for the newspaper USA Today, I want to do this forever.
Okay, thank you. And now, Patricia, it's your turn for reading. Please proceed.
Ricky Martin was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico on December 24, I'm sorry, on December 24, in 1171. He was
Okay,
always
listen, Patricia. When you say years in English, you say 2 by 2. So you say 1971, okay? Because it's a year. No
okay.
1971. On
Okay,
December 24, 1971. Continue.
okay, teacher. He was always a performer. As a child, he appeared in television commercials and started singing. singing. At the age of 12, he joined the Latin boy band Minute. He worked hard with them, and he became very well known, but he left the group after 5 years. Martin moved to New York City, but he didn't work for a year. He was very frustrated, so they moved to Mexico City and got a part on a Mexican soap opera. Soon afterward, he recorded two Spanish language albums. After this success, they moved back to the US. Back in the US, he appeared on an American soap opera and in the Broadway show Les Miserables. Then he made his first English language album. That album was called Ricky Martin. His biggest hit, Living La Vida Loca, was on that album. Now he's famous around the world, but he still works hard and he still loves singing, as they said to a reporter for the newspaper you use. Today I
USA.
want to use today I want to this forever. I want to
Okay,
do
so
this forever.
every one of you had the chance and the opportunity to read the article. Now, you are going to ask the questions for these answers.
Right.
All of the questions are information questions, no yes, no questions, okay? So you have about 4 minutes to ask the question. Okay, so please proceed. Okay, girls, are you ready for the questions?
Ready.
Okay, for BB, you have been assigned A and B. For
Right.
Catherine, questions C and D. And Patricia, E and F.
No, teacher.
Yes?
All right.
Let's start with BB. Please, ask the questions for A and B.
Okay. Where was Ricky Martin born?
B,
B. When did he begin to sing?
repeat.
When did he begin to sing?
All right, you said began, right?
Yes,
When did he begin
to
to
sing.
sing? Well, can be correct. I am going to read my A and B.
All right.
Where was Ricky Martin born? Is correct. Where was he born? And for question B, I have when did he join Menudo? When did he join Menudo?
Okay.
Now, Catherine, will you please read questions C and D?
When he left the group, the group, the group.
Remember that it's a question. If it is a question, we need the auxiliary verb did.
I'm sorry. Uh, and why did he move to Mexico City?
No. Question C.
Uh, did he leave the group?
When did he leave the group? And D.
Why did he move to Mexico City? To Mexico City.
All right, so good. I'm going to read mine. For C, I have when did he leave the group? When did he leave the group? And for D, I have why he didn't work for a year. Why he didn't work for a year. Okay, that's right. And now, Patricia, will you please read questions E and F?
No, teacher, I don't have a question.
You don't have these
I'm
questions.
nervous.
Okay, Vivi, can you please help me with these two questions, C and F?
Okay. What show did he participate? What show did he participate in?
Okay, and F?
F. Which was his first hit?
Repeat?
Which or what I which was his first hit?
His first or his biggest hit? Okay. I am going to read my questions. Question E, what show did he appear in? What show did he appear in? And for F, what was the biggest hit in his album Ricky Martin? Well, as you could see, all these questions were with information questions. And this is the way we finish. I'm going to stop showing you this slide so you get ready to see my ugly face. I'm back, ladies. Now you
Hi.
finally see me. Okay, so this is the end, as I told you before. I hope we could have the opportunity to practice more contents related to past simple. We have covered affirmative, negative, yes, no questions, affirmative answer, short answer, and negative. And finally, we have these information questions. So all these things we have learned along these two sessions are going to be put on a test. I am going to evaluate, but it's not an evaluation, the teacher is going to break us down. No, we are going to have a special activity. I am going to share a link. So you please make sure you receive this link. It's not necessary to activate the link now because this is for next session next week. So you please confirm you have seen the link. You got it? But do not open that link. You have 5 days to watch the video and come prepared because we are going to develop some speaking activities based on that video. So it's necessary for you to watch it, okay?
Right.
Okay, my ladies, so in 30 seconds, say how you felt today, please, just to say goodbye. Vivi, start with you.
Okay, it was great to practice past tense, to remember things, to remember vocabulary and grammar. So it was excellent for me.
Okay, Catherine?
Thanks, teacher, for correct me when I have mistakes. I need to improve my pronunciation. So thank you for that.
Okay. Patricia, will you please say goodbye? How you felt today?
That section was very good, and thanks for all. I'm sorry for my mistakes. No more. Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah, tell
The
me.
next Monday is festival.
It's a holiday next Monday,
We
yeah. Do you have plans to go out or will you be here?
I'm going out.
Who is going out?
I
Me.
had that I had that work.
Okay, anyway, I have to be here. If you can, you make it here. Otherwise, I will record. But as it is a competition, it's necessary to have students here, not only one student, right? So if you can be here, it's okay. But if you can't, I will understand. Okay. Okay, ladies, thank you. I am so grateful you are here and see you next week. Goodbye and take
Bye.
care.
Thank you. Bye bye, girls.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.